Hello, this is Megan.
And this is Mark.
Welcome to our 29th video of the Star Wars Galaxy's Edge construction at Disneyland. Today is August 17th, 2018.
First, we can see that workers are in the process of adding mesh forms to the Spire Framework. I'll go ahead and zoom in. Workers are putting the mesh forms into position. Here's another form being lifted. As this mesh form is being lowered, a worker is welding another form into position. Next, we'll go into Critter Country and view these forms from the other side. The workers are continuing to add mesh forms to the spire. The form is being welded to one of the horizontal beams of the spire. The form is being aligned next to an adjacent form. Now let's go on top of Tarzan's treehouse. In the distance we can see the rock spires, and on this one workers are welding forms. This is what the final look of the spire will be. I'll dissolve the picture back to what it looks like now. Next we'll go on Chippendales Treehouse and Mickey's Toontown to view the spire from the other side. The workers are welding on this side as well. Now if we look to the right a little bit, a new Spire Framework has been put up. This is what it will eventually look like. The bottom panels of this dome structure has been put in position. This is what it looked like a few weeks ago. Notice that it's a pyramid structure. And more than likely, the reason why it started off as a pyramid is because the interior ceiling of the building will have a pyramid shape to it. Also, it's possible that utilities will be placed inside the space between the pyramid and the dome. Now I'll dissolve the picture back to what it looked like last week. The top portion of the dome was installed on the top of the pyramid. As I dissolve the picture back to what it looks like today, notice that the top portion of the dome was slightly rotated clockwise to allow for panel alignment. To the right of this dome, we can see that gold sheathing has been added to the cylindrical side structure of the cantina. From here we can see a worker walking into the side structure. On the model we can see what the final look of this structure will be. Next we'll go back to the parking structure. Workers are putting up scaffolding around the spire.
Today is August 25th, 2018.
An additional sound-absorbing panel has been added to the side of the battle escape. And now if we focus our attention to the top of the Millennium Falcon Show building, we can see that workers are continuing to add more scaffolding around the spires. On the ground level, more Millennium Falcon set pieces have arrived on site. We'll watch the workers unload and transfer the pieces to the show building. It's hard to tell what this one is going to be for, but it appears to be framework for one of the set pieces. And this one as well. And here they are being transferred to the show building. Megan and I find this one really interesting. It's the seat that'll go around the Deseret table, basically the holochess table, in the Millennium Falcon. Here's a picture of what the final look of the seat will be. We'll do a split screen comparing this seat to what we're seeing in Disneyland. So we can tell what we're looking at, I'll label the back portion of the seat with number 1 and the actual seat with number 2. This diagram is taken from the Star Wars The Force Awakens Incredible Cross-Section book. We can see where the seat is located in relation to everything else. Now it's being lowered into the show building. These pieces are very familiar, which we've seen many times before. They are hallway segments, as seen here. Now they're being lifted to be put into the show building, just like the other ones. This is another hallway segment that will go between the previous pieces that we just saw. These pieces are possibly wall segments for a room. Next, we'll go into Critter Country. On the other side of the fence, more trees have been brought in. Also notice that the bottom portion of the wood plank wall has a white coating added to it. This is an epoxy coating used to help protect the wall against moisture damage. And this part of the wall will eventually be covered with dirt. Now we're on Donald's boat in Mickey's Toontown watching a crane continue to transport set pieces to the show building. Next, we'll go to the top of Chippendales Treehouse to view the development of Black Spire Outpost. Alright, from here we can see that a new dome has been added. Let's go ahead and look at the official Galaxy's Edge model to see what the final appearance of this structure will be. Now if we look a little bit to the right, we can see that mesh forms have been added to the spire. Here on the model we can see what the final look of the spire will be. In part 28 we talked about this Outpost spire, that it is more unique and blacker than all the rest. And as we mentioned before, at the Galactic Nights event in Orlando, Imagineer Margaret Carrison shared that there is one spire that is blacker than all the rest that will influence your adventure. Megan and I feel that this is that spire. Although, I guess we'll just have to wait and see. In the comments section of our last video, Robert Holtz commented by saying, "It's all coming together so beautifully." Megan and I absolutely agree. It's amazing how far it's come, and it's exciting to know that in less than a year, Galaxy's Edge will be open for us to explore. Well, that's a taste of things to come.
We can't wait to see what they build next.